New films are released every day. Some of the actors are new to us, while others are familiar to us. There are yet other actors in these films that have worked in the industry and have appeared in a lot of films, but have gone unnoticed. The best thing an actor can do is disappear into his or her role and make us forget we're seeing a play. Some of today's most talented working performers appear to be continually underrated. Some actors have repeatedly delivered high lauded performances throughout their careers, but have garnered minimal reward recognition or seem to be cast in small supporting roles in large blockbusters that don't do honor to their talent. That's why in today's video, we take a look at actors that have been underappreciated despite having a lot of promise and having done good work in the industry. It'll be a mix of newcomers and Hollywood veterans, and hopefully, they'll all be on their way to becoming more well-known. But before we begin, if this is your first time seeing this channel, please subscribe. Keep the post notification bell turned on for future video updates. Share, like, and comment on the video. And now, without further ado, let's get started. 1. Ray Liotta. He starred in the film Goodfellas, in which he played a pivotal part. Ray Liotta's performance in that film exemplifies the word intense. He excels in psychotic characters with a polished demeanor. Even in his pleasant parts in Field of Dreams in 1989 and Operation Dumbo Drop in 1995, you get the sensation that something is blazing within him. Liotta keeps a constant stream going, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet. He and Garcia, in my opinion, should have been the new De Niros and Pacinos, but they squandered it. He found atonement in Caplan, despite his identity narc and illegal immigration. The film Goodfellas has a cult following, incredible on-screen presence, and in Observe and Report, it's amusing. Still, Ray, we had hoped for more, but unfortunately, more never happened. 2. Djimon Hounsou. Blood Diamonds is a great film that I'm sure you're all familiar with. Because it was based on genuine events that occur in African mineral mines, it left an indelible imprint on our viewing experience. Djimon Hounsou was raised in Cotonou, Benin by Albertine, a chef, and Pierre Hounsou. He moved to Lyon, France when he was 13 years old. Hounsou is a well-known male model who has walked the runways of Paris and London. He left modeling to work in Ridley Scott's Gladiator in 2000 and Steven Spielberg's Amistad in 1997. 3. Sarah Silverman. She is well known as a comedian and has also appeared in several acting roles, but she has yet to receive the acclaim she deserves as an actor. In her comedy, Silverman is recognized for not holding back. It's a quality that shows up in her dramatic performance as well. She had a startlingly personal role as a recovered alcoholic who helped give her companion a new sense of independence from a disintegrating relationship in The Little Scene. Underrated, take this Waltz from 2011, for example. 4. John C. Reilly. He, like Sarah, has the actual acting ability, as evidenced by the films Magnolia and The Lobster. In 2006, he played the role of Cal Norton in Shake and Bake Jr. It was one chapter long, but he and Will Ferrell provided the entertainment like it was intended. While Reilly is known for his humorous performances, he also has a serious side. He collaborated on Hard Eight and Magnolia with Paul Thomas Anderson in the 1980s and 1990s, and True West earned him a Tony nomination. He plays serious roles, but he also knows when to inject a smidgen of levity into his work, making him watchable. He's great in recent movies like The Lobster, We Need to Talk About Kevin, and Carnage, but he never gets enough screen time. 5. Bruce Greenwood. He's a terrific actor that can fit in with almost any role. You may recognize him from the movies The People vs. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story, and Star Trek. When you look at Greenwood's filmography, you'll notice that he's incredibly versatile. He played two personas in I'm Not There, an investigative journalist and a ruthless capitalist. President Barack Obama in National Treasure Book of Secrets, Captain Christopher Pike in the Star Trek films, and Gil Garcetti in The People vs. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story are among the many leaders he has played. Greenwood is also noted for his eccentric roles in lesser-known films. He was somehow intriguing in Meek's Cutoff, a dusty story about the Oregon Trail. In each of his films, Greenwood looks to be a man from another time and place. Awards, on the other hand, appear to be few. 6. Timothy Olyphant. Justified star Timothy Olyphant, like Brad Pitt and Russell Crowe, could be a major movie star. He's a fantastic actor with leading man looks and charisma who can deliver both humor and drama. He has an international appeal since both men and women adore him. Unfortunately, Justified did not serve as the springboard for action film success that it should have. Even in two-dimensional roles, such as the bad guy in Live Free or Die Hard, Olyphant puts everything into the role and makes it his own. In smaller films like The Girl Next Door, where he plays a jerk, he dominates every scene and is hilarious. His two significant Hollywood performances were in the remake of George A. Romero's horror film, The Crazies, which was surprisingly good, and the video game film Hitman, which, like many video game films, was horrible. But they were well below the kind of work that his talents deserve. He's currently in talks to play a pivotal role in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which could lead to the major film roles he so truly deserves. 7. Michael Keaton. Do you believe in rebirths? Well, Michael Keaton has experienced a rebirth in recent years. He got an Oscar nomination for the play Birdman. In this, he played as who once was a major movie star, but now is washed up and suffering from an existential crisis. He went on to star in films such as Spotlight, a biography about the creator of McDonald's. The Creator, a drama about the journalist who exposed the Catholic Church's sex abuse epidemic. However, he goes unnoticed because a large audience cannot comprehend the extent of his brilliance. This is a man who rose to prominence in the 1980s thanks to comedy performances such as Mr.Mom, but who went on to do so much more. Michael Keaton is a one-of-a-kind actor who can perform a variety of roles. From a drug-addicted real estate salesperson to the Caped Crusader, he's played it all. He is one of the greatest actors of all time, although almost nobody knows it. 8. Edward Norton. Edward Norton is without a doubt one of the best actors working today, but he continues to fight for popular recognition. He is known for his roles in cult classic films such as Fight Club and American History X. He got off to a good start with his role in Primal Fear, which garnered him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. That's not bad for a person who has never appeared in a film before. We might say that this is when we expected him to gain a lot of recognition, but unfortunately, that never happened. That was an early hint of his talent as an actor, yet bad circumstances appear to be working against him. The Illusionist is a terrific film, but it was overshadowed by Christopher Nolan's The Prestige, which was essentially the same movie, but did better in theaters. The Incredible Hulk was his one chance to star in a big-budget film, and we all know how that turned out. What was meant to be Norton's big break as a movie star turned out to be the same opportunity for Mark Ruffalo. Birdman, in which Norton co-starred alongside Michael Keaton, was Norton's most recent picture. In Wes Anderson's offbeat comedy, The Moonrise Kingdom and The Grand Budapest Hotel, he gave outstanding performances. He even got to show off his humorous skills in Seth Rogen's animated flick, Sausage Party. 9. Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti is one of the greatest actors of our time, and yet many audiences are unaware of his existence. That's probably because the films he stars in, like American Splendor or Sideways, are excellent yet small and quirky, and also because the supporting characters he plays in larger films are right beside the more recognizable icons. In the famous movie Man on the Moon, he played Andy Kaufman's close friend, Bob Zmuda, with Jim Carrey. In Ron Howard's Cinderella Man, he played the manager to James J. Braddock. In Straight Outta Compton, he portrayed NWA producer Jerry Heller. He's fantastic in all of these characters, although the audience seems to focus more on Kaufman, Braddock, and NWA. But Giamatti is never a phony. He even gives passion and seriousness to roles such as the scientist in San Andreas and the evil guy in Shoot 'Em Up. Giamatti's co-starring role as U.S. Attorney Chuck Rhodes in the Showtime drama series Billions is also an impressive addition to his resume. Hopefully, he will ultimately receive the recognition he deserves from a mainstream audience. Better late than never, right? 10. Lizzy Caplan. Lizzy Caplan, like many other brilliant comic actors, got her start on the short-lived dramedy show Freaks and Geeks. She portrayed Jason Segel's character's girlfriend before landing what should have been her big break as Janice in the legendary high school comedy Mean Girls, opposite Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams. She's been getting more regular employment since she landed a major part in the Showtime drama series Masters of Sex. In the controversial action comedy The Interview, she played a government operative who recruited Seth Rogen and James Franco to assassinate Kim Jong-un. She starred as Joseph Gordon-Levitt's love interest in the R-rated Christmas comedy The Night Before. She appeared in the original Cloverfield film as one of its stars. Following the second installment, she joined the Now You See Me franchise. In The Disaster Artist, she made a cameo appearance as herself. She played a minor role in Hot Tub Time Machine. She co-starred in the World War II spy thriller Allied, opposite Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. She's been in a lot of things and she's usually fantastic, but where are all the major roles and three-dimensional characters for this lovable and gifted actress? Isn't the world of cinema fascinating? Some actors have entered this industry and have been dominated by their debut pictures. Others have been in the profession for a long time, but have yet to receive the respect they deserve, despite all of the hard work they have put into acting. But, because everything worthwhile takes time, these performers' turns will come, and they will be in the spotlight. They will no longer be overlooked. What other actors do you think we omitted out of this list, who you believe did a terrific job but are still underrated? Let's move on to the comments area and continue the conversation. That concludes today's video. Please like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe as you turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.